Hi, this is Sheldon St. Clair from the St. Clair Knowledge Management Productions. I hope that you've gained benefit and use from the two videos sent to you earlier about the startup and initiation steps of the SKM Project Management Steps delivery lifecycle. Now, we now move on to the program itself, what it contains, and the benefit and use to you, your team, and your business. Okay. Right. Now, the SKM Project Management Steps programs contains definitions about each of the 6 phases in the life cycle in terms of governance, process, roles of stakeholders. And the 6 phases are startup, initiation, define and plan, execute, perform and control, and the last one is close. So those are your 6 phases. Now, what we're also going to provide in the program is an explanation about each of the gateway reviews that sit between each of the phases. And we're going to look at the governance, process, and the roles of stakeholders. So the gateway reviews, or some people call them decision points, sit there between initiate, define and plan, there, and then once the project's completed and we want to seek approval to close the project, there. Okay, so basically the way this life cycle works is that you start in the startup phase, you complete it, and then you're seeking approval to go into the next phase, which is initiate. And that approval process is your gateway reviews. And then finally in the program, what we get next is these. So we've got over 30 ready to use project document templates which cover all the phases in the SKM project delivery lifecycle. So therefore in the startup phase, the documents that could or should be produced are your vision document, your blueprint, your project brief, your project mandate, and your benefits profile. So these are documents that you should consider producing for the startup phase. And then if we look at say the close phase of your project, so your system has been implemented or your process has been set up and you want to complete the project, disband the team, return any monies back to finance, and so therefore the reports that you could or should be producing are your closure reports, follow-up actions, and your PIR report. Okay, let's go back to the main screen, which shows the processes, your decision points, and your templates. Now, the SKM Project Management Steps program can be used by managers, teams, consultants, and trainers, anyone really, to start up, initiate, define, plan, execute, close, and deliver both IT and business projects. Now, we say business projects because business owners can use the program to help stage, for example, marketing events, conferences, seminars, product launches, office moves, Basically, any sort of activity which has a start and an end point can go through the 6 phases defined above. Now, lecturers and educationalists, they can use this program to teach the principles of project management to their students. Plus, they have the project document templates to role play with. They can role play real life situations and scenarios because this program is used in real life. Now, you may be in a situation where, for instance, you're new to project management, or perhaps you are a recently qualified project manager, or even an experienced project manager working in a new role or a new job environment. You might be a project management freelancer, trainer, or a lecturer. Now, in any of these sort of roles or positions, a problem you may face is one of showing immediate value to hit the floor running. You're in a new environment, you want to kind of go in and kind of start being productive, start showing you care, start delivering. Now, you may be asked to write a business case or to suggest a process to manage project risks and issues, or you may be asked to identify and manage stakeholders or produce a business plan. Yeah. Now, this program with the templates and the phases can be used to aid you in that process, to aid you deliver. I've got a question for you to consider. Now, what are the things you've ever missed or seen missed in the production of documents? So if, for instance, you was asked to produce a PID, you may well encounter situations where you're not quite sure what it should contain, the sequencing of the information. Now, many experienced project managers and consultants have their very own reference library of project document templates that they use again and again and again. These documents have been compiled or would have been compiled over a number of years and allow them to be productive immediately in whichever work and environment they are in. So if you're starting out as a project manager, or you're in a business and you want to be more effective or efficient in managing your business, then take a project approach. And why not consider using this life cycle and the documents that are there? Now, I've worked, so yeah, a bit of information about myself. Now, I've worked in the project management industry for over 15 years, but struggled initially to create documents correctly. The documents I produced were not always completed fully, and sometimes I didn't really know how to start. Okay. Now, the places I worked in, or people I worked for, didn't always have project document templates for me to use or guidelines for me to follow, to show me as a new person or a newly qualified project manager what I should do, how I should complete it, who I need to speak to. So often I had to rely on the knowledge and the experience of more senior project workers than myself for guidance and information. Now, within kind of my organization, both my team and myself have worked in dozens of organizations and have had the privilege of using hundreds of different types of project documents and reviewing, so either producing documents ourselves or producing reports ourselves or reviewing those that have been produced by project managers or program managers. So we know what works, what doesn't work, and what can be improved upon. Okay, and from that, we've developed this program, the SKM Project Management Steps program. Now, it's been kind of developed for people who work in a project management environment and need access to the latest best practice lifecycle that they can use to deliver projects or teach project management principles. The program contains, as I mentioned, and you can see here, over 30 ready-to-use templates. And these templates contain section headers, titles, table of contents, and just as important, or more importantly, they provide information as to how they should be completed, what information should each of the sections contain. So for instance, the progress report, which form parts of the perform and control phase, the templates will show you what you should be reported on, what sort of RAG statuses or information that your stakeholders are interested in. The program will also tell you or instruct you when and what to capture in the lessons learnt report. And again, that's part of the perform and control phase. I've actually shown the perform and control phase as a column, but really that shouldn't really be a vertical bar. That should be a horizontal bar, because perform and control in terms of progress reporting, exception reporting, RAID logs, that really takes place in each of the other main or primary processes. So this is really a support process. Now, some people may kind of find legitimate objections to using an external program like the SKM Project Management Steps, and we understand this. We believe that the program and the project document templates described here is cost effective and gives good value for money, mainly because they are regularly updated to reflect best industry practice. We continually research the current market and our competitors to ensure that our program and the templates provide great benefits and features for a low price. We also obtain constant feedback and evaluations from our clients, our live clients, to ensure that our tools enable you to work efficiently and effectively. Now, you may not have heard of St. Clair Knowledge Management or our products before, but we would ask, question for you, is your project delivery lifecycle processes and or your project document templates fit for purpose? Okay, we have specialist knowledge and experience of the project management industry and the tools which are required to help projects successfully. Now, in closing, kind of, my challenge to you is this: does your project environment, does your office, does your if you're working in a educational institution, have they got a library containing this many ready-to-use project document templates? And if they don't, how more effective and efficient would you be if they did, if you were using them? Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If yes, if you have, then please press the like button below. Okay, and you can also post any comments or questions that you have. We would love to hear from you, and I'll respond personally. So this is Sheldon St. Clair from the St. Clair Knowledge Management Company.